Okay. You guys, I don't know what just happened. Literally, I'm just sitting here playing, and then the Wi-Fi connection just went out. It's not even the Wi-Fi. Like our broadband, like our modem just went completely out. I don't know if it did like a hard reset or something, but yeah. Yeah. Um let me see. It says session 3 hours and 55 minutes. Someone do uptime and see how long the stream is. Yeah, I guess that'll determine whether this is the same stream or not. Let me see. Can I do that? How you do this? Okay. Well, whatever. All right. So let's go back. So I don't know where we left off, but I'll just read this letter again. Different stream. Damn. I'll just read the letter again. June 18th, 1975. Dear Vivian, I'm not writing to you as your doctor, but as a friend. I know you've had your suspicions about Charles. Now that his affair is revealed, there's no point in beating around the bush. If you want to protect yourself and Trisha, there's only one way. You have to make Sophia and the baby leave Charles. They need to be moved away from Painscreek. You will, of course, have to compensate for her leaving. As for Charles, he will need to know that having his affair publicly known will destroy his political status. People are not so forgiving when the mayor they trust is involved in such a scandal. I figure that Charles will try to add the child into the family registry. I would do the same if I were him. It is a boy after all, and the child will be able to continue his family line. If that should happen, I cannot imagine what will happen to you, Henry Johnson. Damn. Oh, there's more. Vivian, I have given careful thought to your request, and here's my answer. I provided a new prescription for your mother-in-law, Magdalene. It is 3 times the strength of her usual dosage. Detailed instructions will be sent with the medicine. Should you decide to do it, you will need to administer the medicine carefully so no one suspects anything. Call me if you have any questions. Henry Johnson. P.S. Make sure no one else in the mansion ingests any of it. So they killed your mother-in-law. They killed Charles's mother? Why? Now it's interesting that Henry Johnson ended up getting killed. Was it right before? When did he die? When did he die? July 13th. It was right before Vivian was killed. Wow. Okay. Where should we head to first? I guess the inn? Okay. Yeah, we might as well. It's probably not much at the inn anyway. I'm blown. My mind is like, bruh. This game already has a rating of 7 for me. We just got to see how this game continues to progress. The way they like put all of the pieces together like this and like literally have you finding one thing after another. It's just like, it's so well thought out and planned, you know? And unlike most of the like survival horrors or, you know, games of this genre, like it's easy to digest the story, you know, like it's easy to understand like what's happening and what's going on. Maybe she was going to insist on Scott being included in the family. The mother-in-law? I just want to try it and see. Nope. A locked toolbox. It's locked. Steve Moss. Who is Steve? Stephen M. Broke, can't pay rent. Okay. Bernard Hopkins, 31 Silver Lake Boulevard. Father died in mine accident. He was at home the day Vivian was killed. No alibi. Interview with Dorothy. Interview with Mary tomorrow at Moon Cafe. Meeting with Sheriff at the Outpost at 10 a.m. on 5/11. He mentioned wanting to show me some files. I found a hidden panel in the inn's reception area. It's part of the counter. It's hard to pop open. The latch is placed at one of the corners. There's some interesting stuff they hide in there. Is that a person? Wait. Painscreek Community Hospital. Okay. The code is Calvin's date of birth. That's in the confession booth. Calvin's date of birth. How do we find that? Where can I find the key? Oh my god. You guys! There's a secret panel that the thing fits! The one whose ID was in the car. Oh my gosh. Oh. Probably the briefcase. Alright, let's go see this thing downstairs. Take a pic of his notes too. I think I did. Are you talking? Oh, you talking about this? It should be, yeah, Steve Moss PI. Okay, it should be somewhere. Okay, wait. There it is. Yeah, it's there. It's there. Okay. That must be Andrew on the roof. You're right. He did commit suicide. Oh, this is too much. It's too much. Now, what they talking about? Let me see. Let me refer to my notes. Hidden panel on the end's reception area is part of the counter. It's hard to pop open. The latch is placed at one of the corners. Is it on the other side? Why would it be out here? That don't even make sense. The counter. I checked the counter. Sit on the corners. Damn. Yo, what am I missing? What am I missing? What panel? It's part of the counter. That's what it says. It's part of the counter. So it could be. It's not here. Why do we keep checking this? Forget what I said earlier. Did you disconnect or something? Damn it, I really do not. We all did. I didn't see it. Oh, Steam has finished downloading Grand Theft Auto 5. um, maybe it's underneath the second, like in this area. No. You guys, what are we missing? What are we missing? On the corner of the counter where? That's what I'm looking for. I don't see anything. The one with the wine bottle. What is this? Make sure you ain't talking about this one. Oh. Are you talking about this one? Where? Oh. Oh. Wait, a bunny? March 20th, 1997. There's a private investigator in town by the name of Steve Moss. Rumor has it someone hired him to investigate Vivian's death. After the police ceased their own search, it's a tragic that Vivian's murder case was never solved. It's a tragic? Girl. April 9th, 1997. I saw Matthew today while he was cleaning the church. He looked thinner than he used to be. We talked for a bit. He told me that he will be leaving Painscreek soon, as the services won't be needed here anymore. I think the recent deaths in Painscreek affected him tremendously, not to mention the tragedy that befell his adopted son, Scott. Even now, no one knows what really happened. None of the cases were ever solved. Sometimes I wonder if Scott did kill Vivian, or was he just unfortunate and wrongly accused. Mr. Moss came by today. He decided to question me, see if I know anything he hadn't already learned. I told him everything I legally could. When asked how his investigation went, he said something about an incident that happened in 1975 that might just be the breakthrough that he needed. As he left, I could not help but wonder if it had anything to do with that mansion maid who left Painscreek. To the church! It's cute. It was cute. Dang, everybody dropping out like flies. It's only 24 people watching. Maybe the photo is of Sophia. I'm still here, boy. I'm trying to hang it. Look, I'm trying to hang with y'all because my ass is tired. I hope y'all don't expect another stream because after this, I'm done. I'm just being honest. I wonder if I can get into this car. Interesting. It's afternoon for me, so I can stay through the whole thing. Love Bunny D, I'm at work. Still here. I'm up doing more homework. Dang, how much homework you got? Yeah, Dana's in Korea. Oh, speaking of which, please be safe, Dana. Alright, let's find out where this thing is. We don't know Father Calvin's birthday. Oh, maybe it's in the confession booth situation. Let's see. Definitely in here in the kitchen. Ooh. Where did that key go? That's the real question. It went on the side of something. I will stay at the cabin. We haven't been to that damn cabin. Let's go see this cabin. We'll come back here. Let's go see this cabin. Father Calvin must be in the cemetery. Aha! He's dead. I didn't think of that. See, that's what I got you guys for. Nelly, have you seen this game before? You got all the clues. I'm just curious. Andrew. Raymond. Magdalene. He was wrongfully killed. Murdered. Calvin. Let's see, October 10, 24, 02. Who planted these? I wonder. When did Trisha die? The same year, 1995. So something happened to her. Because her mama died that year, right? Yep, 1995. And what about you, Scott? 1995, November. June 1st, 1975. That's when he was born. Y'all was right. Y'all was right. Where's Sophia grave? Ooh. She got sent away. Sophia ain't over here. I never would have thought to look in the cemetery. If Sophia died, it probably was somewhere else. She left Painscreek, so... Come on. Come on. Is it 1024? 02? Nada. Okay. Dear Father Calvin, this is a letter about the things I have witnessed during my stay in Painscreek while in service to Mrs. Magdalene Roberts. I have no one to confide in, and I dare not speak to you in public, hence this letter. I accompanied Mrs. Roberts to Painscreek on July 4th of 1975 to visit her son Charles. It was rumored that Vivian had a nervous breakdown following her own delivery of Trisha, that she had to stay in PCH, Painscreek Hospital, for rehabilitation for several months. During that time period, Charles was all alone. He found comfort in a housemaid by the name of Sophia. They had an affair. A boy was born. 2 days after arriving, we were informed that Sophia, along with her child, had left Painscreek. Where she could have gone off to was a mystery for all of us. I assume most of us believed in the story, including myself. However, Mrs. Roberts refused to believe that Sophia will leave when she would have been accepted into the Roberts family. The boy that she bore for Charles would have guaranteed that. Mrs. Roberts initiated a search for Sophia with our driver, Patrick, and myself. It lasted less than 2 months before she passed away from a heart attack. What I want to confess in this letter is not about Sophia, although I was initiated by her disappearance. It's about Mrs. Roberts' untimely death. You see, Mrs. Roberts had a heart condition and it had been affecting her for a while. However, her medication had always kept her stable. Her prescription was still the same during her visit to Painscreek, yet her condition deteriorated. The family doctor, Henry Johnson, confirmed that her search for Sophia had taken a toll on her health. All she needed was to rest as much as she could and she would have been fine. I know that despite the doctor's advice, Mrs. Roberts did not stop the search. Did that create stress on her? Yes, but should it have killed her? According to the physician attending to Mrs. Roberts back home, no, definitely not within such a short time span if she had taken her medicine. Her body was never autopsied. Her son Charles wanted her body untouched and buried properly. This is Magdalene? While in service to Mrs. Magdalene Roberts. Okay. As Patrick and I were packing to leave for home, I couldn't help but wonder who could have wanted Mrs. Roberts dead. Is there a connection between the affair of Charles and the housemaid, the disappearance of Sophia and her child, and the death of Mrs. Roberts? I would like to say whom I might suspect, yet I am in no such position, and I am afraid that I might name the wrong person. As I write this letter, I hope you can understand what I'm trying to convey. I pray that the truth will be revealed as God permits it. Sincerely, Sylvia Eden. Alright, Sylvia. How the fuck you spell so, bitch? I put Slyvia. Sylvia Eden. Service to oh shit, I can't spell tonight. Magdalene Roberts. I'm tired. Could the picture be Sophia? Well, she was cute. They did say she was pretty and nice to look at. Alright, to the cabin. Where's the cabin? To hunting grounds. Wait a minute. We didn't go to Dorothy's house. 40 Black Pine Road. How could y'all let me forget? Alright, she's on the same street as the post office. So let me head back to the inn. Did I miss Dorothy's house? See, look. Thanks for checking me. Alright, so number 40. Ooh, is the number going down? Nope, here we are. Now, somebody said something about meeting by a well. We haven't come across any wells yet. Yeah, everyone left this town. They either died or left. Oh, look at you. I wonder if Trisha drew that. Scriptures by Reverend Kevin. Diary. February 2nd, 1975. Charles asked something of me today. He asked if I would be willing to stay with Sophia, that he arranged to have a house rented out a little ways from the mansion. I told him that I would help, but that Sophia's pregnancy will eventually show. There's no way of hiding it. He seemed very worried. February 6th, 1975. Charles came up to me and expressed his gratitude for taking care of Sophia. He said that he will be covering all the necessary expenses. He told me not to tell anyone about it. As for Sophia's growing belly, when the time comes, I'm to make up something about her running errands outside of Painscreek. I'm not sure if that will work. April 6, 1975. Sophia is 8 months into her pregnancy. Her belly is big now. I asked her how she felt. She told me she's happy and she feels hopeful for the future. She said it would be best if the baby is a boy. I can understand why she's thinking that way, but I can't help but wonder how Vivian will feel about it. What will the ramifications of this be? Helping and serving others in the name of God. Hallelujah. Somebody like their tea. Hmm? Damn, that's a high-ass tub. That old woman had to climb up in there? No. Whose locker did we find this in? Yeah, that's weird. Okay. No, I didn't forget to use the cross. I didn't know where the cross was supposed to go. So I'm thinking at the confessional. I'm thinking it might be at the cabin, maybe. I don't know. But I said I was gonna come back for the church because I didn't know where it was. Actually, while we're here, let me take another glance at these pictures. Where is this at? Yeah, it's so much to keep track of. If you literally don't write this stuff down, like you'll just end up getting lost in all the details. We still didn't get into that secret room at the art gallery. We didn't have the code. I'm trying to see if there's anything else we missed. We haven't found the time capsule, or the shovel for that matter. The playground! Yeah, we didn't get into that safe at the church. Oh, here's a well. Who said something about meeting at the well? I think it was Trisha. To-do list, get more firewood, give Trisha my spare cabin key, find Mrs. Patterson's sink, fix Mrs. Patterson's sink, visit Andrew at the hospital, check hospital for missing tools. The Sandman is calling me, but I'm doing my best to ignore him. Oh God, why did we play this so late? Oh, this dark music, so suspenseful. Oh. Now, what's the point of me coming in here and ain't nothing in here? Wait a minute. I'm missing something really, really important. Something about a secret passage? Who said that? Somebody. Trisha. Oh, that's right. I find it really strange that I knew that today was Scott's day off. I tried to surprise him at the cabin. However, I could not find him. I searched everywhere, inside and outside the cabin. He was nowhere to be found. Just as I was about to leave, he suddenly appeared as if he had been here this whole time. It happened several times in a row. I'm wondering if there's a hidden room in the cabin that I don't know about. Y'all see that thing in the background? What is that, a water heater? Okay. Oh my God. Wait, this has a cross on it. Go back. Chest box. Used mostly on chest boxes. A key with the cross engraved on it might be usable in the church. See, I knew he was supposed to come here. Diary. Sunday, February 14th, 1993. Today is Valentine's Day. I wanted to spend the day with Trisha, but Charles invited me to go hunting. I was nervous, not because it was my first time hunting, but because it was with Trisha's dad. It turned out that I actually enjoyed being with him. I feel comfortable talking to him. June 18th, 1993. I don't get it. Why would Father Matthew forbid me to be with Trisha? Is it because I'm not rich or because I'm an orphan? He didn't explain anything to me. Maybe he doesn't love me anymore. I feel so confused. June 22nd, 1993. We quarreled again today. I couldn't stand Father Matthew's preaching attitude, so I yelled back at him. I know I shouldn't have done that, but I'm so frustrated. Father Matthew said that I'm not an orphan. What does that mean? Does he know who my parents are? I pressed him to keep talking, but he wouldn't tell me anything after that. I need to know more. July 31st, 1993. In these past weeks, it has become difficult for me to talk to Father Matthew. Whenever we speak, he addresses only church stuff. I realize I'm starting to avoid Father Matthew. Whenever he asks me how my day was, I don't feel like answering him. When I ask him about my past, he's always trying to change the subject. I feel so frustrated. September 2nd, 1993, I moved out of the church. Father Matthew did not object, although he looked a bit sad. Mr. Roberts was kind enough to let me stay at his cabin if I'm willing to work for him as an assistant gardener. That way, the mansion garden can still be well maintained even when Andrew cannot make it. November 3rd, 1993. It's been a month since Charles gave me this cabin to stay. I still don't know where to start my investigation. Andrew has been drinking. Bernard asked me to bring him home today. Whenever he's drunk, he accuses himself, saying that he's a sinner. Sometimes he would mutter names that I never heard of. All of these names, I think I only recognize Magdalene. I just can't remember where I heard that name before. November 7th, 1993, I just returned from the orphanage and found out that it was Father Calvin who brought me there. The record sheet stated that I was from Painscreek. How? If I was born in Painscreek, there must be records of me in the hospital, but I've checked. There's none. Thursday, November 16th, 1993, I broke into Father Matthew's bedroom today. I shouldn't have done that, but he might have had something that could tell me about my birth parents. He didn't have anything relevant. November 20th, 1993, Andrew's drunk again. This is the 5th time I had to bring him home and then cover his shift. It's getting quite annoying. As I laid him down on his bed, he muttered repeatedly, I'm so sorry, Sophia. Who's Sophia? How is Andrew tied to Sophia? Yes, we passed the well. I thought the well was in Vivian's threat note. They told her to meet there and come alone. Maybe Andrew liked her? Sophia must have been older. Andrew's around Scott's age. And Scott's supposedly Sophia's son, so, you know. Wait, where are we heading to now? Oh, the church. That's right. At least I think Andrew and him are around the same age. I think Andrew's old. Yeah, who was 5 years older? Oh, that was Derek. How does Derek tie into this? We haven't heard anything of Derek. That well is sealed shut like someone fell in it. I noticed that too. Did I pass by? Let me see. Lord, please don't have us up here until 3 o'clock. I'm trying to get to bed early enough so I can stream tomorrow. But I can't put the game down. It's too juicy. Okay. Okay. All right. St. Patrick Orphanage, February 2nd, 1994. Dear Scott, I'm Sister Rachel. Although I wasn't here when you last came, I hope you remember me. I was your nursing mother after you arrived here those years ago. I understand that you came here earlier to find out how you came to be at St. Patrick's Orphanage. On July 4th, 1975, Father Calvin came to us holding a basket with you in it. He said that you lost your parents and there's no one to take care of you. He told us that your name was Scott. After he left, Sister Emma asked if I'd be willing to take care of a baby. At first, I hesitated because it's a huge responsibility, but when I saw your face, so full of innocence and curiosity, I felt as if God Himself had delivered you to me. I accepted the task. When you were 10, Father Matthew came to see you. He had just become the head priest of Painscreek Trinity Church. He visited often, usually at the beginning of the month. Whenever he left, he would leave an envelope containing a small sum of money. He said it was for everything you needed and that whatever was left was then given to the orphanage. I would be lying to say that I wasn't sad when you left the orphanage, but when Father Matthew adopted you, I believed that your life would be better in Painscreek than here, and I dearly hope it's so. Everything enclosed within the package used to be yours. I think you should have these. May God bless you, Sister Rachel Davis. So, did Scott see this? Scott. November 30th, 1993. I asked Andrew about Sophia. First, he freaked out, saying that I shouldn't go around speaking that name. Then he said he'd never heard that name in his life. Is he hiding something? Why would he lie about Sophia? This makes me want to know who Sophia is even more. Thursday, December 2nd, 1993. Actually, now that you mention it, I think you're right. Andrew is older. Thinking back to that picture of him, I think you're right. He is really older. I asked Wanda if she knew anything about Sophia. You asked Wanda. Oh, Wanda's the nurse. Or not the nurse, the maid. She said Sophia used to work as a maid in the mansion for a few years until she was let go. When asked why, Wanda said she didn't know. However, she thought that Sophia was a manipulative woman that would do anything to get what she wanted. Wanda resented that. I met Derek today and asked if he knew anyone by the name of Sophia. Apparently, he's not on speaking terms with me. I wonder if this has anything to do with Trisha. December 13th, 1993. No, this is on, I'm playing on PC. During today's lunch break, I asked Bernard if he knew about Sophia. He was surprised that I knew that name, but proceeded to say he did not know her that well. Somehow I feel uncomfortable whenever I talk with Bernard. His cold gaze gives me the shivers. December 18th, 1993. I met Dorothy while tending to the garden. I asked her about Sophia. She looked confused. She was curious as to where I heard that name. I told her it came from Andrew. She kindly explained that Sophia was a close friend of hers when Sophia first came to work for the Roberts family. Unfortunately, she had an affair with Charles when Vivian was hospitalized. Shortly after she left Painscreek, no one has heard of her ever since. Dorothy thinks that Sophia has probably started a new life in another place. I wonder if the affair was the reason everyone's quiet about it. My Baby Boy, 1975. Key to a basement. I'm trying to pick up the envelope. Oh, that's from Sister Rachel. Okay. To the basement. The basement. No. I don't see a lock. It belongs to Scott. Is that the basement to the cabin? Key with the cross engraved on it might be usable in the church. Dear Diary, January 16th, 1975. A few months have passed since I've arrived here. The missionary trip is harder than I expected. There's no clean water, the food lacks nutrients, and there isn't enough medicine. We have requested help from WHO, but haven't received any reply yet. I feel so frustrated. What can I do? March 3rd, 1975, when Father Calvin sent me here, he asked if I'd be willing to stay for 6 months. It would be good training for me, he said. I agreed. That was before I came. 6 months have passed. I think I will extend this for another 6 months. The people here need as much help as they can get. I'm not a doctor, but I can help them through my support and prayers. I will let Father Calvin know about my decision. September 16th, 1975. Time flies. I can't believe I'll be going home tomorrow. I will miss the people here. At the same time, I can't wait to get back home and meet everyone again. September 19th, 1975. Father Calvin summoned me this morning and told me that Sophia had left Painscreek. How can that be? The last time we wrote, she told me she had so many things to share with me when I get back. Was she forced? Is she hiding something? I just can't believe that Sophia left without telling me anything. Something must have happened to her that she could not tell me. December 29th, 1975. It's been almost 6 months since Sophia left Painscreek. I've asked everyone around. No one seems to know where she went. Father Calvin told me to let it go. He's right. I should not dwell on matters of the heart. There are more important things in life there are more important things in life that I need to focus. Okay, I knew I didn't fuck up. If Sophia and I are meant to meet again, God will let me know. It's time I move on with my life. O'Malley Associates, Attorneys at Law. Dear Mr. Brooks, we have evaluated your case and we accept the request to represent your son Scott Brooks in court. We are in the process of drafting an appeal for his release. Considering the sensitivity of the situation, we urge you not to make any public statements until consulting with us. Additionally, we would like copies of any government documents related in any way to your son. Medical records, transcripts, receipts, travel documents, previous criminal charges, if any, etc. The more we have, the better we can help your son's case. We will be in contact in the next few days. Checking account from August 1995 to September. Donation from Robert's family. Payment for church maintenance. Damn, they gave $1,000. Check from car dealership. Sunday tithing. Hosting community potluck. First payment fee for Scott's lawyers, Sunday tithing, roof fixing, cemetery maintenance service, Sunday tithing. Second payment fee for Scott's lawyers, pilgrimage traveling fee, youth program, finance. We never did open this, did we? I mean, at this point, I guess it's too late to try to figure it out. We've gotten this far. belongs to Scott. What am I missing? I have no sound. Okay, it's back. Damn, man. Now what? This game is testing my patience. Oh. There's no way to unlock this, so it's not this. Alright, I'm heading back to the cabin. Yeah, we still don't know where this cross goes. I don't see anywhere for me to put it. If we refer back to the pictures, I feel like this is the basement of the cabin. Cause look at the wooden walls. And then I feel like that's a water heater in the background. I'm going back to this cabin. I'm going back to the cabin. We gotta be near the end of the game now. Like, everything's coming to light at this point. Gosh, can't you run any faster? And look, it goes into the ground. There has to be another level. I bet you. I bet you. Yep, look at that. A water heater. I knew it. I knew it. That is a water. Yeah. All right, what's in here? Hidden truth. Monday, February 14th, 1994. On Valentine's Day, Trisha gave me some chocolate. I've never seen that brand before. I bet it must be expensive. I haven't finished making the music box, so I'd hope that it would be her Valentine's Day present. I'll just give it to her later. Hopefully she can forgive me. Friday, February 18th, 1994. It's been quite some time since I last talked to Father Matthew. He's always asking how I'm doing after Sunday service, but I tend to ignore him whenever possible. I know it's wrong. I need to find a way to make amends with him. April 19th. Oh, that's my birthday, 1994. I was 4 years old. The grass has been growing wild lately. The weeds are everywhere, and Andrew's not here. Actually, he hasn't been here for quite a while now. I wonder what happened to him. I should visit him after work tomorrow. Saturday, September 23rd, 1994. I was about to pick Andrew up for work when I found him lying unconscious on the floor. There was an empty bottle of sleeping pills on the table. I immediately called the ambulance. According to the nurse, this is Andrew's third suicide attempt. She's glad that I saved him in time. An hour later, and he could have died. I don't know why Andrew would commit suicide. What I know is that he must be lonely. He needs a friend. Wednesday, September 28th, 1994. April 19th is my anniversary. That's my brother's birthday too. It's such an awesome date. Like everything that's great should be on April 19th. I'm just saying. I visited Andrew at the hospital today. He's out of the ER and is recovering quite well. While I was cutting the fruits, he told me his story. In 1972, there was a maid who came to work at the mansion. Her name was Sophia. She was a hardworking young lady with a great personality. She was loved by many. A few years into her job, however, she had an affair with Charles. A child was born. When Vivian found out, she was furious and decided to kick her out of Painscreek. What happened after that was a tragedy. On June 26, 1975, at 11 p.m., Vivian, Dr. Johnson, and Andrew confronted Sophia. A fight broke out. Sophia fell and hit her head on a nearby well. She stopped moving. Dr. Johnson checked and realized she was dead. Her neck had broken. No one knew what to do. Vivian then asked Andrew to take care of the body and her baby. Wait. Andrew did what he had to do to protect Vivian. After that night, they vowed never to tell anyone about the incident. Before leaving, I asked Andrew what the baby's name was. He said it was Vincent. As I left the hospital, I couldn't help but pity Andrew. He's lived a confusing life and the struggle shows. I hope he can heal. That's what drove his ass crazy. That shit drove his ass crazy. I'm trying to make sure ain't nothing else in here. Alright. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh, bitch. Oh, nigga, you had way too much time on your hands. You had way too much. Okay, this is making me nervous. I'm gonna close this door. Can I interact with this? Okay. Understanding psychology, seeing what others don't. Robbers, estate security tapes. That was Scott's diary. Put it in the TV. I can't. I tried. Monday, February 13, 1995. I realized who I am from the moment I saw the photo. I have the exact same blanket. I know who my father is. Everything makes sense now. This was February, the year that Vivian died. March 7th. Maybe he took revenge on Vivian for killing Sophia, his mother. I visited Andrew today. I needed to know where they hid Mom's body, but he cried and begged me not to say anything about it anymore. There was no room for whatever questions I had left. I then told him I'm the boy he gave to Father Calvin to get rid of. He was utterly shocked. After that, I left. I could not bear to look at him for another second. That's when Andrew killed himself. I know who I am, and now I feel everything is falling apart. Andrew came to the cabin. Okay, well, maybe not that day. Andrew came to the cabin and told me where the body was hidden. He said he was sorry and left. Externally, I was quiet. Internally, I was sputtering and livid. After he left, I came to my room and cried. April 4th, 1995. The well had dried up and was covered in moss. I wouldn't have known that the well even existed if I didn't work at the mansion. I finally found Mom's body. I buried her in the cemetery next to Father Calvin. There was no tombstone for her, just a wooden cross. I don't think Father Calvin would mind. After all, he was the one who saved me. Wednesday, May 3rd, 1995. He did all this while still working underneath them at the Roberts household. A month has passed. I haven't worked since. Oh, never mind. And stopped meeting anyone. Trisha knocks on my door every day, but I would hide each time. She cries every time, begging me to come out, anxious to know why I won't see her if she has done anything wrong. I don't know what to say to her, but I know we can't be together anymore. Y'all think they got it in? Y'all think he was busting it down in that secret hideout? Saturday, May 13th, 1995. Father Matthew visited me today. He said that he hasn't seen me at church for a while, that no one has heard from me in weeks. When asked how I was doing, I began crying. The tears just flowed down my cheeks. I cried, and I just couldn't stop them. I told him everything. I told him that I know that Charles is my father. I confessed that I now knew that Trisha was my half-sister. I said I didn't know what to do now. He listened and didn't speak. Looks like a music box key is attached on it. Here's a pattern. Oh, wait, what? The blanket. That's his mother. Sophia. Alright, I know y'all dying to look at this wall. A key! An old gate key. Who killed my mother? Oh, turn the light on. Magdalene. Couldn't be her. She tried to find Sophia. Charles, he's my father. Vivian, Charles's wife. That bitch. Bernard, Mansion Butler, Father Calvin, he saved me, couldn't be him. Matthew in Indonesia at that time. Oh, that's where he was doing his missionary work. Dr. Johnson killed Magdalene. Dorothy, she loved and took care of Sophia when she was pregnant. Derek, he was 6 years old at that time. Wanda, maidservant, Derek's mom. Andrew, Mansion Gardner, Derek. We didn't really hear much about Derek, but he's the mansion's driver, but why was she killed? Trisha. Damn, Trisha was a baddie. Andrew's house. Time capsule. It's in the cemetery. In the cemetery. Derek and Wanda's house. Bernard's house. Old sewer entrance. Dorothy's house. So, did we... I found out who killed my mother. Andrew looks like Charles Manson. I have school tomorrow. Go to bed! Please go to bed. Okay. Damn, we still can't dig up the time capsule. See, I can pick it up, but I can't do anything else. So Alright, let's go. Ooh, it's dark in here, bitch. Let's go check out the music box. And use this gate key. I'm assuming it's for behind the mansion. House entrance key. So this must be, it must be a house or something behind the mansion where the gate is. Oh. This is all Charles's fault. His wife was going through a mental breakdown, so he cheats. Typical. Not typical. I shouldn't go into the water. My equipment will get wet. Your equipment? I want to get this time capsule. How do we? I'm going back to the end so I can find out where this shovel is and how I'm gonna get it. Some lady got it.
Hi, this is Oliver Gibson. I just wanted to thank you for letting me borrow your toolbox and shovel. I'm currently out of town for a few days, and I didn't get the chance to return it yet. In the case you need them, it's currently sitting in my photo lab. Ask Mrs. Patterson for my spare key.
Mrs. Patterson. That name has come up before. That's Dorothy. Is it? Ooh, girl, you lying. You lying. This should be her house up here. I don't see no shovels. Damn it. I want to dig up the time capsule. I feel like the game ain't gonna be complete unless we do it. Son of a bitch. Alright, to the mansion. Shit, we gotta go to the hospital. Damn, we still live? I took a whole nap. We finishing the game now. We know where Oliver's studio is. His door is locked though. That's the only thing. So we couldn't get into the lab. But I think he said whoever, Miss Patterson had the key. We better not fall through this damn floor. Alright. Shit, what I missed? Girl, you missed everything. And I mean everything. Fuck this girl running. That's why we haven't put this game down yet. Dear Trisha, as I've grown to learn about my birth parents, I feel as if a great veil has been lifted from my eyes. I now understand why Father Matthew was against us seeing each other. He was right. We shouldn't be together. Please believe me when I say I did not kill your mother. I've never lied to you, and I never will. I don't know who killed Vivian. Hopefully the truth will come to light. So he didn't kill her. There is so much that I want to tell you, but I cannot at this moment. I pray the day when I can express everything to you will come quickly. All I can say now is that I am sorry for all the pain that I've caused you. Please forgive me. Sincerely, Sky. I mean, did the shit even make music though? Alright, now for the back gate. Not a whole soap opera, telenova. You know what? Alright. What we got? Anything back here? The fuck is that? Is that moss? This is the well. Oh my god. This is probably going to the sewers. I think Scott opened it. Here she lies. Something was etched at the back. 0526. Scott's dead. But this is where her body was, right? And he said, wait. He didn't find her? The code for father's lock? Let's try it. That's all we have to go on at this point. No. The father's lock was like 6 numbers. Unless you mean like Father Matthew. Yes, Father Matthew. Okay, yeah, let's go try it. Oh, all this running around. Come on, end the game already. Y'all dragging this shit out. I wish we could fast travel. I said let this game not go on until 3 o'clock, and look what time it is. It's 2:44. We have been streaming this game. I've been streaming since like what? 9:30, I think. We didn't even go to the post office. Is this open? Wait a minute. If Dorothy is Miss Patterson, then that means Dorothy had the key to Oliver's photography shop in her locker. Let's try it out. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Okay, so scratch that. Damn. Why would this code work for that drawer? Magdalene. I don't understand how he would even be tied to her. This would be interesting if this does work. May 26th. Nope. Damn. Okay, well let's go back to the mansion. So fucking close. Oh, I'm itching not to cheat. It would be so easy just to Google it. We need to figure out where this key came from anyway. Keys. That key has a gap just like my teeth. Oh, you should take a picture of it so we can see. I want to see your gap. with the with the father's code being 6 digits, it's possible that it could be a birth date. Hmm? Nope. Where's that room at? There it is. Vivian, Trisha, Derek, Charles, Bernard. It's to Bernard's house. Oh my god. 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 Bernard, where do you live? Where do you live? You live at 31 Silver Lake. How could we have missed that? Why did I not write that down? Oh, because our stream got interrupted when my internet shut off, so yeah, we've actually been streaming for like a good at least 5-6 hours. That's how long I napped. According to my what's this shit called? My OBS, it says I've been live for 5 hours and 28 minutes. And that just runs until like I literally select stop streaming, so we going on 6 hours. Bruh. Silver Lake, where are you? Alright, 31. This has to be a record. Is it? I thought... What's the longest I've streamed for? Now I gotta look and see. I'm curious. Oh, somebody had a knack for blades. A knife is missing from this case. A knife? Axe display cabinet has been shattered. Did Bernard kill her? Bernard's the butler, isn't he? You stream damn near 8 hours or so in a day, haven't you? Between multiple streams. Yeah, I think that was my record. Is this a diary? No. January 3rd, 1994. 2 weeks ago, Scott came to me and asked about Sophia. I was surprised he knew about someone who used to work here 20 years ago. I told him that she was once a maid that worked here, but after a few years, she decided to leave the village. Today, I commented about the conversation to Vivian. She asked if Scott had said or asked anything else since then. I could see she felt uneasy. She told me to keep an eye on him. I find all this very unsettling. January 19th, 1994. Derek doesn't seem too willing to drive for Vivian. I don't think a 5-day trip is that long. Charles often had trips longer than that, and Derek never seemed to mind them. Now that I think about it, Derek is unusually quiet when Vivian is around. He doesn't even look at her. It's like he's avoiding her. I wonder why. I've noticed Vivian has been getting increasingly paranoid whenever she sees Scott, to the point of being upset by his presence. She asked Charles to have someone replace Scott, but Charles kept him. He likes the boy. Maybe those hunting trips really bonded them. It's Dad's death anniversary today. I can't believe it's already been more than 2 decades. I visited his grave in the morning. His tombstone is full of fallen leaves. Looks like the autumn has started. Mom's tombstone is covered with leaves too. I read today's newspaper and updated him on the things that happened here recently. As I sat there talking, I wonder if he could hear me. Will I just spend the rest of my life serving Charles and Vivian until I die? What will people remember me for? I saw Scott and Trisha today. They looked happy. I almost envy them. I think my chance at ever having a relationship with someone is over. What would my life be if I accepted Angela? I don't think we would have been happy. She wasn't my type anyhow. Who is my type then? Vivian? I don't know who. Study room locked desk hint. Subtract the yellow darts. Subtract the yellow dart points from the red darts total on Cecilia's apartment code. Four 47206. Where were the darts at? Was that in the hotel? I'm pretty sure it was at the hotel. Let's give it a try. 0526. Nope. Any other codes I may have missed? Study room code 44871. What was that for? Study room code. Damn it! Four 471. Why isn't his password? Where did you get that number from? We have to drop the 8. Rest in peace, Kobe. Boy, if you don't get out of here with that, I'm trying to go to bed. Cecilia's apartment code. If we were to find Cecilia, the only place I could think would be the medical records log. Where are the medical records? I know I took pictures, bitch. I know I took pictures. I didn't take the second page, but it was only like 3 people on there. We have nothing. We have nothing. Damn it! Alright, let's just go back to the hotel. The inn. Wait, wasn't there another car around here? Oh. What does it mean to subtract the yellow darts from the red darts? At the beginning of the game, there was a dart board, which I just so happened to notice at the end. And there were some darts placed on the dartboard, but it just, I mean, it's a dartboard. Like, you're not going to pay that much attention to it. Single scores, double ring, outer bowl, inner bowl, inner ring, the inner ring counts as triple the normal score, double ring. Players must start and finish with a double scoring dart. The player's starting score value is set to 501. The aim is to finish the game with as low a score as possible. Scoring a double on the last dart thrown will make that player score 0. When the player has thrown their 3 darts, the score is added up. The total is then subtracted from that original 501 amount to create the final value. Again, the lowest score is the winner. Subtract yellow darts points from red darts total. Subtract the yellow darts points from red darts total. Is that 15? So that's double. So that's 30 minus This is 18 plus 8. Single scores. So what is that, like 20? No, that's 30. 36, right? Yeah, 36 minus 30 is 6. So what does that give us? Did you find any keys at Dorothy's house? No, I don't think so. Where is this from? I remember we found that in the hidden, their little hideout situation. It was a 1 and a 7. That 8 is on a triple ring, ain't it? Nope. Nope. The ring is that small part. This is the triple ring. These are single scores. Wait, hold up. Did I do that wrong? I think I did. Hold up. I don't know. I googled it. Do you want me to tell you? Yeah. What did you Google, by the way? Let's just finish the game. 0137. And what is that? That's the study. Oh, maybe that's back at his desk. One and 7. 1 plus 7 equals 8. You know what? Alright, how do we get back to this man's house? Maybe it's a different dartboard. Yeah, I think he had his own dartboard. Let me see. No, I don't see it. I don't know where that shit is. Alright, whatever. Let's try it. I'm so tired right now. I'm so tired. I don't know how we got the... When the police reported that July 21st, 1995. When the police reported that Vivian was murdered, I was floored. I still don't know what to do. My mind is blank. All I could think is, how did it happen? How can Vivian be dead? July 23rd, 1995. Everyone's mourning about Vivian's death. People are coming or calling in to express their condolences. Charles hasn't been out of his room for days, and Trisha's crying her heart out. Dorothy has been assigning busy work to all the mansion employees, hoping that it would take their minds off of Vivian's death. Samuel, our security guard, has been reviewing all the tapes of the past 2 weeks for any suspicious activities. I wish I could be of any help. Scott was just apprehended for the murder of Vivian. Is that true? No one would have thought that. I could never ever believe that Scott would be capable of killing someone, let alone Vivian. Yet it makes me so mad. I feel confused. Trisha was admitted to the hospital today. She had a nervous breakdown after finding out that Scott could be her mother's killer. Her condition has been getting worse over the past few weeks, and no one has been able to properly help her. Charles finally decided to seek help from the hospital. October 27th, 1995. Matthew never believed that his son killed Vivian. He hired some fancy lawyer to defend him. Scotty's been released. Scotty's been released on bail today. It's beyond ridiculous. Is that an S? Ew. That is not how you write a cursive S. Ugh. I don't think Scott should have been released at all. Despite the insufficient evidence, he killed Vivian. I know that he's guilty. Everyone knows it. They should have gone ahead and prosecuted him. The maids were cleaning the mansion when they found some stuff belonging to Vivian, a key and some stationery. I asked Charles what he'd like to do with them. He told me to take care of it myself. I brought them back to my place. Vivian's death has caused lots of grief to everyone, especially Charles. After hearing how heartbroken Charles was 2 nights ago, I can't bear to see him suffer anymore. Scott should pay for what he did. A desk key? There were also darts behind the counter at the end. Were we supposed to use those, maybe? Perhaps. Either way it go, we never would have found out the answer. Let me see. He switched up. Yeah, I noticed that too. Like, why did he suddenly switch up? It was behind the door! Anyways. But we never would have known how to score the points if we didn't go back to the end, strangely enough. Alright. I'm about to Google this shit because I'm going to bed, bitch. I'm tired. The Painscreek. I think this has to do with Derek. He was in love with Trisha, and I don't know why he and Wanda are even in the story otherwise. Yeah. Also, keep in mind, the weapons are missing. Why are the weapons missing? Oh, no, I didn't mean to leave. It says there are lots of optional tasks that are irrelevant to finishing the game, albeit necessary to understand what happened in Painscreek and to obtain all achievements. Okay. Hold on. Oh, so to unlock the briefcase for Steve Moss, it's in the basement of the hospital for some reason. They said he must have went to the hospital. How to open wooden panel in Bernard's study room. Access to the basement of the hospital, bitch. I'm so over this. I'm so over this. What's the fucking end of the game? This is a horrible. This is a horrible walkthrough. Like, this is just horrible. I don't know what else to do. I don't think we were as close to the end as we thought. Maybe try the hospital again and call it a night. Yeah, it looks like a lot of stuff are in the hospital. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. We're gonna save and quit. I don't believe how much fucking content can you have out of a walking simulator? How much? Oh. I'm so frustrated that we did all of this thinking we was gonna get to the end, and this game was like, hell fuck no, try again later. Thank you all so much for watching and tuning in and sticking around and staying up and losing sleep and keeping me company and all of that. Y'all have a great night. I am gonna be on tomorrow. That's the plan. Alright people, the plan. We ain't playing this. Okay, we not playing this. So we playing something else. But yeah, I'll see y'all then. Have a great night. Be blessed and all that shit. All right, later.